PSA told me to take down my recent video in exchange for the refunds that we agreed upon for them damaging my cards. I wish I was making this up, but this is where we're at. For those of you not caught up, recently I made a video where I addressed PSA damaging my card 7 months ago. They finally responded, and I thought that we had come to a resolution and this entire situation was finally over. That was until yesterday I got an email with the agreement I was to sign to release the credits and refunds back to my account. As I was reading through the document to confirm that all of the refunds and credits that we talked about were included within, one sentence kind of caught my eye. That sentence reads, "To avoid further dispute, but in no way admitting any liability, wrongdoing, or responsibility, Collectors Universe has agreed to pay the customer as follows." And then it lists out the refunds and the credits which we agreed upon over the phone, me and their customer service representative. Now, I think this is just standard legal language. It just basically means that I can't go back to them after signing the document to try and sue them over this or anything like that, which I wouldn't do in the first place. It's not worth it for that amount of money. But it did get me thinking, and it did get those gears turning in my brain on whether or not in the document there was going to be a confidentiality agreement about this particular issue, since they're having me also sign away that they did nothing wrong, despite on the phone and having conversations with the customer service representative. She was very apologetic on behalf of PSA and stating that PSA definitely did damage the cards and taking responsibility for that happening on their watch. It turns out I was right. Section 5 on this document is a non-disparagement confidentiality agreement. This agreement says that the customer shall not take any actions or make any statements, written or oral, that might disparage or defame the goodwill or reputation of Collectors Universe, its services, or its officers, directors, or employees. Customer understands and agrees that this agreement and each of its terms and the negotiations leading to it are strictly confidential and shall not be disclosed by customer or anyone acting on customer's behalf to any entity or person for any reason or in any manner. If customer breaches this agreement, including this section 5, customer will be required to repay to Collectors Universe the payment. So I read this to mean if I sign the document, I can't make any more videos on this particular topic. I can't speak out on this particular topic. I can't talk negatively of PSA on this particular topic, or they could come after me for the amount that they are refunding me. Now, after reading that paragraph, I thought, well, I already made a video on this, and it was 10 days ago now. And at the top of this document, it says the effective date of the document is the 21st of December. My video came out on the 18th of December prior to the document being quote unquote effective, and I didn't receive the document until the 28th of December. So I wasn't quite sure that if I signed the document, if I had already broken that non-disparagement confidentiality clause in the document and made it so that I just can't get my refund anyway. Or if that video or the videos that I've made on this subject would have to come down to get the refund that they're offering me. So I sent PSA an email back to clarify if I was already in violation of this agreement. I said, I appreciate you sending this over, but I want to just confirm something with you before signing. Section 5 states a confidentiality agreement of the process and our communications during this dispute. I'm a YouTuber who's made a video already about this experience that released on the 18th of December. As the document states an effective date of the 21st and I haven't received the document until the 28th, I assume that the video is not in contradiction of this agreement. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know these things, so I reached out for clarification. I wanted to be sure that if I was going to sign the document that it wouldn't negatively affect my YouTube channel or the videos that I've already created on this topic. So they forwarded me to the case manager that had been working this case prior that I talked to on the phone and resolved everything with last week. And they said this: "Thanks for reaching out regarding this agreement. I've been advised to share that although the video is posted prior to receiving the agreement, it does now require the video to be taken down or it is in violation of the agreement's confidentiality provision. So to receive these credits or refunds, not only would I have to take down my recent video talking about this issue in depth, I would also not be able to make any further videos about this particular issue or any disparaging comments in live streams or anything like that." Now, this may have been a blunder on my part because PSA probably didn't even know that my channel or my video existed, and they still might not even know which channel or video that I'm talking about because I never gave them my username. All they know is my full actual name. So if I had just signed the agreement, sent it back, and continued making videos, there's a high likelihood that they would have never even searched out whether or not I was making videos or comments about them or this particular situation, especially only over $250 in credits or refunds. And the situation is only really as bad as it is because I am a YouTuber and I try to be as transparent with you guys as possible about every situation that happens, whether it's with PSA, eBay, any of the different platforms that I use or grading companies that I use, I try to be as transparent as possible with you guys about the different situations that I run into and how they end up being resolved. Most of the people that get sent this agreement probably don't even have YouTube channels. They don't even think twice about it. They sign it, they send it, and that's it. But because I'm so public and transparent, it's a little bit different. It goes against everything I stand for with my channel to take money for my silence, essentially, on this particular issue. I don't think by any stretch that this is somehow unique to me, like they'd seen my video and they are specifically targeting me with that language for me to take that video down. I think that's just standard legal language that's in the document. And to further illustrate why I think that, is that there's a sports card YouTube channel called Bench Clear Media Sports Card Network. The exact same paragraph and document was sent to them to resolve their situation that they were having with PSA as well. Except they actually went further with it, told them that they were YouTube content creators and that they would not sign the document if the confidentiality clause was in there. They try to be as transparent as possible with their community, and they wouldn't stop making videos about this particular issue just because this clause was in the agreement. PSA actually responded to them, and they talk about this in the video, saying they could make a video on the topic, but they would have to send it to PSA to be okayed to be published on the channel.
This is our standard agreement, but if you agree to sign this agreement and want to release a video, we will agree to have you send it to us to approve before publishing, so we can see the full context of the video and then give you the approval to publish.
Which I think is ridiculous, and I wouldn't want to do that anyway either. So I guess the actual conclusion to this 7 months of back and forth is I'm not going to be receiving any refunds or credits at all, because I'm not willing to sign this agreement as long as the non-disparagement confidentiality clause is in it. It was actually a pretty difficult decision, because the last thing I want is to be banned from being able to use PSA's services going forward in the future. I don't necessarily think that they would ban me. PSA is a large part of my side business, and being banned from using their services would be a huge blow to what I'm trying to build here in the channel and in my life. So I did think about signing the document, taking those videos down just to make sure that there wasn't any issues going forward. But again, it's in conflict with everything that I believe and everything that I try to do with this channel and in helping you guys, so I just couldn't do it. I can't allow them to dictate the type of content or the videos that I'm allowed to put on my channel. I just want to reiterate again though, this is one of many submissions that I have sent to PSA. Most of my experiences and submissions with PSA have been fine, with no issues whatsoever. And I will continue to use PSA going forward. You will continue to see PSA return videos on this channel. PSA is a big part of my business. And while I don't think that PSA necessarily was trying to do anything malicious here, it's just kind of a unique circumstance with me being a YouTuber and me being so transparent with you guys. So I'll let you guys make up your mind on how you feel about this situation, and let me know in the comments below what you would have done if I made the right decision or what you think I should have done.